Hey everyone, Zian over here from Nintendo Life, and today we're taking a look at something special. This just showed up in the mail. This is the Zacian Zamazenta Nintendo Switch Lite. Now we actually went ahead and ordered the Japanese version from Play Asia because it was going to show up a couple days earlier. So that way we could actually give you a sneak peek at what it looks like before it launches in the US and Europe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this open. Now we can see the front of the box looks pretty nice. It features Zacian and Zamazenta right on the front, and it looks a little different than the standard Switch Lite box. But then when we look at the left and right sides, those look pretty similar to the standard box. And then on the back of the box, you can see what the back of the Switch Lite looks like, which shows off the art of Zacian and Zamazenta. And then I also noticed it actually doesn't have a serial number printed on the bottom, so I'm not sure if that's just a Japanese thing, because there's definitely a spot here where the serial number would go, but I thought that was kind of weird. So now let's actually crack this open. We'll take the system out, but then we'll set that off to the side for a moment, and we'll take a look at anything else that's possibly in here. There's a little warning sheet. I'm thinking it must be for the AC adapter, and then here's the actual USB-C AC adapter. We'll slide this out of the package, and voila! Man, it's so pretty. It looks a lot better in person than I was expecting. I originally thought the color choice was a little strange with the blue and pink buttons, but it looks pretty clean. The flat matte gray color reminds me a lot of the original Game Boy as well, and it kind of has that, like if you've ever held a Switch Lite before, the system even has that sort of finish. And then on the back here we can see the line art of the Pokemon, and that is actually printed in a sort of like silver metallic ink. So in the light you can kind of see how it reflects a little bit. It looks pretty awesome as well. And then comparing it to a standard Switch Lite, you can see there's not really much different. And once again, if you've never seen one of these before, it is much smaller than a standard Switch. To my knowledge, there's nothing else really different between this system and a standard Switch Lite. It's gray, it has colored buttons, and it's got the print on the back. If you're a big Pokemon fan and you're looking for a way to commemorate the launch of Sword and Shield, or you just don't have a Switch Lite yet, this is a pretty nice system. Now, as I mentioned before, this is the Japanese version of the system. It's available on Play Asia for $229.99 US, but it does launch in America and Europe on Friday, November 8th. So if you want to just pick one up, you don't have to order the Japanese version. At the time of making this video, it was actually still available for pre-order at Best Buy, GameStop, Target. I think Game in the UK was one of the websites that I saw as well. So it doesn't seem like these are going to be too hard to find. But if you do want one of these special edition systems, you might want to pre-order one sooner than later, as stores might not be getting a lot of them. And I know, sure, Pokemon Sword and Shield does come out the following week, and so stores might want to be stocking up on them just so they have some extras, but you know Nintendo, they typically make limited quantities on stuff like this. So if you do decide you want one of these, you should pre-order one now rather than later. We'll actually leave a link in the description below that you can follow to find links to purchase one of these systems from a number of different retailers in the US and in the UK. Now this Japanese version did cost us a little more ordering it through Play Asia as we were importing it and everything. If you were to pick up one in store in Europe or in America here, it is only $199 US, so it's the same price as just a standard Switch Lite. There's no extra upcharge because you're not getting the game or anything in here. It's just the system and an AC adapter in the box. But now's our chance to ask you what you think of its design. Would you pick one of these up for yourself, or are you planning on picking one up on launch day, or are you maybe holding out to pick up a different special edition Switch Lite? What series would you like to see treated to a special edition Nintendo Switch next? Feel free to let us know all of that in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, then why don't you stab that subscribe button with a sword and then ring that notification bell with a shield, so that way you can be one of the first people to see our new videos as they go up. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Zian from Nintendo Life. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.